What happens when one of the world's biggest social media companies is accused of putting children at risk? In New Mexico, that question has resulted in one of the largest legal judgments ever brought against Meta. And now, the state wants to go even further. New Mexico Attorney General Raúl Torrez is pushing new legislation aimed at strengthening online child safety and consumer protections. And his proposed rules could eventually extend beyond social media to artificial intelligence and chatbots. The legal battle began with New Mexico's case against Meta. The state argued that Meta misled users about the safety of its platforms and that its products contributed to serious harms involving children, including mental health problems and child sexual exploitation. In March, a New Mexico jury found Meta liable and imposed a $375 million penalty, the maximum available under state law. In August, a judge ordered Meta to pay another $567 million and imposed a series of changes that will remain in effect for 5 years. Together, the financial penalties and judgment bring Meta's total liability in the New Mexico case to approximately $942 million. The court also ordered changes to the way Facebook and Instagram operate for younger users. Among the measures are stronger age verification procedures, enhanced protections against child sexual exploitation, limits on overnight push notifications, privacy protections for minors, and mandatory limits on time spent on the platforms. The ruling also requires Meta to provide information about the risks associated with its platforms and to report regularly to the court on its compliance. But New Mexico wanted even more. The state had sought broader age verification requirements, restrictions on children under 13 using the platforms, and guardian accounts for users under 18. Those proposals raised another difficult question. How do you protect children online without creating new privacy and data security risks? Age verification can require companies to collect sensitive personal information, and that information itself has to be protected. The judge therefore stopped short of approving every measure requested by the state, leaving some of the broader policy decisions to lawmakers. That is where Raúl Torrez's campaign now moves next. He is working with state lawmakers on 2 bills designed to strengthen consumer protection and child safety online. His office is pursuing another case against Meta involving data privacy and civic harms. And Torrez says his office is preparing a separate lawsuit against an AI company over a chatbot that children have reportedly formed emotional bonds with. For Meta, however, the story looks very different. The company says it has strict rules against child exploitation and has invested billions of dollars in safety technology. Meta says it has introduced features such as teen accounts and uses proactive systems to detect and remove harmful content. The company disputes the New Mexico ruling and says it will appeal. New Mexico's case has already attracted interest from other attorneys general, municipalities, school districts, and private plaintiffs who are considering whether similar legal strategies could work in their own jurisdictions, and the stakes could become enormous. Meta has warned that potential damages across the wider state litigation could exceed $1.4 trillion. At the same time, separate lawsuits are continuing across the United States over the alleged effects of social media on young people. That makes the New Mexico case potentially much bigger than a $942 million judgment. It could become a test of how technology companies are held responsible for the products they design and how far governments can go to protect children online. For parents, lawmakers, and technology companies, the central question is becoming increasingly difficult to avoid. If children are growing up in a digital world, who is responsible for making that world safe?